Okay, we'll go ahead and get started with our post-race press conference here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway following today's Camping World RV Sales 301. We are joined by Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 Interstate Batteries Toyota, who finished second in today's race. Kyle, talk a little bit about the race out there today.
Well, it was certainly a tough one. You know, our car was really good, super fast for the short run of the race, and we could run up front and, you know, we could make some ground on the short run with people and passing them and whatnot. But once we got close to somebody, the aero effects really seemed to take over, and after that happened, I was just slipping the right front tire, and then was just getting tighter and tighter the more the run went along, and really struggling to turn the car in the center of the corner. So just very difficult day for us. Really proud of the effort and glad we come home second, but you know, we kept our track position much of the day, and we were able to stay up there. We made some passes when we took 4, when people took 2, but you know, it was kind of a typical, but I feel like worse Loudon.
Okay, we'll take questions for Kyle. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start right here with Michael.
Hey, Kyle, Michael Vega, Boston Globe. Just describe that last green-white check. Record, the move you made, and what kind of chances did you give yourself given the things you were fighting with your car all day?
We didn't have a chance. Vickers taking the outside was going to be the car to beat, and Tony obviously running out of gas there. Almost wrecked with him, but you know, just wish the race was 2 laps longer maybe, and you know, Vickers would have run out and we would have been able to win the thing. But congratulations to those guys. It's great. I mean, it's cool to see the 55 car in Victory Lane, MWR, for the relationship JGR and MWR have. But, you know, certainly we really wanted to win here, but we know what we need to do to work on our race car to get it better, definitely, when we come back for the chase race.
Okay, we'll take another question right here.
George Sione from the National Telegraph. I heard you say after the race that you thought you had the fastest car out there. Was it just hard to pass? Is that the big issue? It sounds like a lot of drivers are saying it was very hard to pass today. Yeah, it was. It was very, very, very hard to pass. Just struggling to get it done, you know. I mean, the car's balance is so good by yourself, and you're fast and everything, and then once you get within 5 car lengths of the wake of the car in front of you, you can't do anything anymore. You start picking up the tight tendencies of the race car, and then the closer you get, the tighter you get, and you can't get there close enough. You don't have enough speed differential to get there to blow through that wake to pass the guy and get out in front of him, let your right front tire cool off. You know, you're stuck behind him, heating that thing up and just struggling. So, you know, it's almost like we need something that will allow us to help us when we're behind cars, you know, keep tires cool. But, I mean, even Superman didn't pass today, so, or if he did, he didn't make it up to the lead.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Mary Jo.
Mary Jo Buchanan, Speedway Media. Kyle, can you talk a little bit about inside lane, outside lane, and how that played into the race?
Yeah, the outside lane was definitely probably the better lane choice for restarts. Just seemed like you could roll your momentum a little bit better up there. Instead, when you were on the bottom, you know, you'd be down there and you'd kind of get pinched a little bit by the guys on the outside. You really wouldn't know if they would run the middle lane or if they would run the high lane, so you kind of wanted to pinch yourself low. So you give them the room and use yourself the room that you need so you don't wreck. And, you know, that's what happened on that one restart. You know, Montoya slid right up into us. I knew it was coming. I mean, you could expect that from him, so I just had to do what I could to get out of the way so I didn't get wrecked. But, you know, other than that, just typical restart stuff here. I mean, you're going to have that outside, inside lane stuff.
Okay, we'll go upstairs to the press box for questions for Kyle.
It's hot, man, wasn't it? Did you get that?
Questions from the press box?
Did you get that behind?
You know, what attributed to it?
Oh.
Can you repeat that question, Lee?
I'm sorry, Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Can you hear me, Kyle?
Yes.
Thank you. What do you attribute to the aggressiveness out there? Is it just because it's so difficult to pass at this track?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you got to get all you can get in the first couple laps of a restart. If you got any chance to get side by side with a guy and be able to race him, you're going to do it. You know, because like I said, I mean, I got side by side with a few guys, was able to make some passes on some restarts there in the first couple laps, and then, you know, Stewart had such a gap on me, I ran him down, and then once I got the 5 car lengths, I started stalling out. And the closest I probably did get was about 2 car lengths, and even then it's like you're way too far back to try a dive bomb. I tried thinking about that once, and I'm like, that is the stupidest thing you can think about. That ain't going to work. So you just continue to keep chugging along and chipping at it and trying to get closer.
Okay, final question for Kyle, then we'll let him go and get started with Jeff.
Kyle, early on, it seemed that you and Kurt were the class of the field there, running around, leading laps, most laps amongst any drivers combined, I would say. But did you ever cross your mind, hey, I might have to race him for the finish if it keeps up like this?
Yeah, when we were running first and third, Sir Burton was here in the middle of us, and I was thinking that he was going to ruin the Busch 1-2 and keep it to Burton. The last time it happened was 2000 in Vegas with these guys, with Jeff. So I don't know. I thought that Kurt had a really, really good race car today. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen any of that replay stuff yet, but I know he got caught up in that deal, so I hate it for those guys. I mean, he's fun to race against, and it's cool to see that 78 bunch running like that, and certainly, they're contenders each and every week, just having some bad luck.
Kyle, congratulations on your run today. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for your time this afternoon.